Good morning from Alton Towers. It is the 15th of March. It is opening day for the park. Now, you might have seen I was here last night testing out Toxicator, which is behind me. But that was all I got to test, one shot on it. So the park is already quite busy. It hasn't even opened yet. It's 9:22 and the park opens at 10. So there's already a queue forming, and I've seen the extended queue for Toxicator. It's going to be mental. Yeah, I'll try and get on it again today, but I'm basically just here to partly socialise and partly get back on some of my favourite coasters. Not that. It's a good coaster, but it's definitely not one of my favourites. So let's get inside the park. I'm going to be joining Joe from Theme Park Insanity, so you'll probably be in the video at some point. And I'll see you wherever I go next.
Sector 97 extract engineers. Divert substance flow to compound reserves.
Diverting substance route from toxicated tanks to compound.
So, as I said, the park isn't open for another half an hour, and the queues are already filling up. Now, when I was here last night, the extended queue goes up past Blade. Now, if you remember when the Curse opened and when Nemesis opened, those queues are massive. So, yeah, I'm curious how long this is going to get. The board is obviously not on yet because the ride hasn't opened. But yeah, how many hours do we think this is going to get up to? Let's find out. All this detail in this tunnel is really, really impressive. A few kind of people noticed in my video last night that this kind of shows how they extract the toxin from Nemesis and then, you know, centrifugal forces and all that kind of good stuff. There's also a callback over here to Ripsaw, because it has "Can you cut it?" And then above the queue line there's also a corkscrew. So there's definitely like this sort of from the Ripsaw. The level of detail is fantastic. It's really, really noisy. The audio in here is amazing. And then they've got all the, I mean, they've even themed around the side here with some barrels and green stuff. Yeah, the queue is already all the way up there. Apparently it doubles all the way back to Skyride. So I suspect this is going to be a good few hours. I'm curious at 10 o'clock when it opens what that board is going to say. Right, I'm impressed. It is 20 to 10. The park is not open yet, and they've already started loading Toxicator, so they're ahead of the game. The board doesn't yet have a queue time, but I guarantee it's going to be long. So yeah, happy days. They're starting it early. Alright, I'm kind of curious to see. So that bit is really, really busy. I was joking, there's probably a longer queue for Digital Dan than there is for Toxicator. That's maybe not quite true. Nemesis is closed but has a massive queue, so I don't know when that's going to open. And we're just going to head in the complete opposite direction and see, probably head towards the shops, but yeah, see if there's any small queues on the way. It's certainly a lot quieter just moving away from Toxicator, so I suspect the rest of the park might be manageable.
You feel like getting cursed?
I could get cursed.
I could get cursed.
Could get cursed. Let's get cursed. So, we just walked past Nemesis, as I showed you a minute ago, and also Subterra, neither of which are open. Which is not a good look for the area that everyone's going to be in. So hopefully that's a temporary thing and they're open very soon. I mean, it's only 10 past 10, but nonetheless, you kind of would have expected things to be ready for opening. So we're standing beside Curse. Joe's just behind me. So, assuming it's open, we'll go and do Curse. If not, more wandering. This is not good. Do you remember last year when Blackpool had their opening day and nothing was opening? Yeah, Towers is doing that. Because the Curse isn't open either.
Technical issues.
It's cursed. Technical issues. Yeah. So, no Nemi, no Subterra, no Curse. This might be a quick vlog. So I can't remember when they did this, but they never used to have a separate teen one, because if they had, I'd have saved a fortune, because I used to have to pay full price for my kids. I don't know what it's like in there this year. We got a sneak peek of the food in Roller Coaster Restaurant, and I'm not going to lie, I was very, very impressed. I actually thought they'd fired Aramark, but then they complimented Aramark on reworking the menu. So, and I have to say, everything we tried was lovely last night. So if they keep that quality up, it's fantastic. And they've moved that to a more tapas style. It's smaller portions. So Roller Coaster Restaurant is definitely one I'm going to try out later on. I don't know if we'll get in today or not. But yeah, pizza pasta, at least I've now got this kind of split for different age groups. So, hey, listen, it's still expensive for what it is, but might be a little less expensive if you've got teens in your group. So, on a positive note, Choo Choo was running, so at least one ride is open. Congo isn't, but we knew that because it's not opening until April. Neither is Hex. So there's what, 4 or 5 rides so far that we've seen that are not running. Definitely getting Blackpool last year vibes. This is not ideal. But anyway, Joe's want to go and check out some merchandise. So we're probably going to walk past everything and yeah, go and check out the shops. Right, I've just checked the app and Toxicator's up at 90 minutes, which is less than I expected. The Wicker Man is running and it's at 75. So yeah, I mean, listen, I was expecting it to be busier for opening day. But it seems to be kind of manageable so far. I mean, having rides closed isn't ideal, so hopefully they sort that out shortly. But yeah, well, there's lots of smoke coming out of the Wicker Man. Big Bob is doing his thing, so happy days. Anyway, we're still heading to the shops, so we'll go that way. Right, let me read out the list of closed rides to you, because this is quite worrying. So, Nemi's shut, Subterra's shut, Rita's shut, 13's shut. Battle Galleons is shut, Cuckoo's Cars Driving School shut, Gangster Granny is shut, Go Tree Top Adventure is shut, Raj's Bottom Burp is shut, The Curse is shut, and the Royal Carousel is shut. Now some of them say opens at 11, but yeah. Come on Towers, you can do better than that. A little addendum. The tree top that you probably can't see, it's way in the distance, the squirrel nutty tree thing, it's got people on it and it says in the app it's shut. So maybe the list of things I've just said isn't quite as bad if the app's lying to us. But yeah, doesn't look good though. Right, I don't normally do merch tour bits. They've got this red jacket that I think would make you look like staff. So I'm not entirely sure why you would wear this, unless you want to get people asking you why rides are shut. Don't buy that. Just one other comment to make. I'm surprised that there's no Toxicator merch in here. It's the one ride, I mean there's obviously Toxicator merch that I showed last night in Bunker 94, but I think that might be their only location for Toxicator merch. I would have thought there'd be at least something in here, and I haven't seen a Toxicator pin either. I mean there's a Phalanx green barrel thing, so maybe that's supposed to be Toxicator, but yeah. If you're wanting Toxicator merch, head down to Bunker 94, because there's nothing anywhere else that I've seen. Right, it wouldn't be Tower Street without the frogs being done up, and they're back in their Phalanx outfit. But there's some little barrels in there as well for Toxicator, so I do like how they kind of theme this every time there's something, whether it's Halloween or whatever it is. So a nice little touch, but yeah. I think we're going to go and try Oblivion, because last time I checked it had a small queue and everything else didn't. Now that I've said that, it'll have a big queue. But we're going over there anyway, so we'll see. I found another ride that's running, Spinball. It seems to have a massive queue. On the positive side though, it does have a single rider queue. And after me saying that we're going to go and do Oblivion because it's a short queue, it doesn't have a short queue anymore. But they have installed a single rider on that as well. So I think I'm probably going to try out some of the single rider queues today, just because my partner doesn't do most of the rides. So I can just go on my own. I mean, I'm with Joe. But we can just go in the single rider queue and just hopefully be a little bit quicker than some of these larger queues. Right, one thing I would say about the Smiler is it looked like they were doing some painting or cleaning work last year. They've still got a lot to do. Like, I don't expect this to get a full retrack, but it's looking pretty dirty, and it definitely needs a good clean. So hopefully it gets that, and maybe a wee bit of a paint job. I am not waiting 55 minutes, but as I said, there is a single rider, which I'm pretty sure is new this year. Because I thought they already had one, and I'm sure last year I couldn't find it, so I think it's new, but it definitely says single rider now, so let's go single rider it and see how long this takes. It is now almost 11 o'clock, so let's see what this looks like. Massive queue. I'm not sure if this was a good idea or a bad idea. I did single rider on Hagrid's in America and it took longer than the main queue. It's quite a long single rider, so well, I went in just before 11. It said 55 minutes on the normal queue, so let's see what time it is when we get off this. That shows you how old this ride is, because anyone remember when you used to have physical keyboards on your phones? and like clunky like these. Yeah, it's been here a while. Right, we're almost there. It's been half an hour, so definitely quicker. I mean, listen, your mileage may vary; it'll be different, but it's one of those things. There's probably maximum 2 spare seats on each shuttle, so it doesn't move really fast. But it's good to have the single rider, I guess, because, you know, it is a little bit faster. So anyway, we're about to get on, so I'll speak to you when I get back off.
I should have cracked that on camera.
Right, you can spot the 2 dads, because we both just went, we've been on this before. Yeah, we're here all day. Right, there's 11:30, and that's us finally got on something. To be fair, I'm not massively bothered about rides today. I mean, I'm going to get on stuff, obviously. But yeah, that's Oblivion done. I've said this before, it's not the best dive coaster, but it's the best dive on a coaster. That first drop is fantastic. So anyway, I'm going to go and see my partner, because hopefully she got some footage of me sleeping on the drop. This one, I mean, there's a few things shut, right? And they've announced before that Hex and Skyride and Congo won't open till April. Congo, alright, it's cold. Do you want to get wet? Skyride, I mean, it's been shut for 2 years. But this guy, I mean, it only opened in October. Why is it taking so long to get ready? Like, why isn't it ready for opening day?
Should have had it rolling for us.
I just don't understand. That's the others I can kind of get. Like when I was in Blackpool, Andy was saying, you know, they're very strategic in their maintenance, and you know, at least having 1 train ready on everything. You know, so they didn't have 2 on the big one, they didn't have 2 on that, but they at least make sure the ride's open. I don't get Hex. Anyway, we're going in Woodcutters to get some food before it gets too busy. So let's see what the menu's like in here, because as I said, when we were in Roller Coaster Restaurant last night, it was surprisingly good food, which you don't normally associate with that remark. So hopefully it's the same in here. Right, I'm in Woodcutters, and they've got these little like iPad style things that are really stupid, because, well, you fanny about with them, and then to get your discount you have to take it up to the bar, show them your card, and then they punch in a code, and then you pay on the back of this. So this is the most inefficient, stupid idea I've ever seen them do. However, Joe did say that the menu's changed, so maybe the food's alright, but yeah.
I do agree with you.
Grumpy. I'm grumpy. Right, this is another thing that's really stupid. So, the selection's crap. But you go to soft drinks, and well, I mean, you probably expect Coke to be on page 1, right? No, it's on page 4, and there's only normal Coke. There's no Diet Coke, there's no Coke Zero. Like, what are they? I mean, there's a bit where you can put in special requests. So what do you put in that I want Coke Zero? Like, this is just stupid. This is really bad. Really bad. So, yeah. Grumpy part 2. So, I've just went on, I'm trying to book a restaurant for, well, I was going to book the roller coaster restaurant for tonight. Turns out it's fully booked for the next 2 weeks. So I thought I'll book it. I'm back here on the 5th of April for the Your Experience Guide event. I just went on their website to check the opening hours, and look at this. Today they're closed. I mean, I don't know why I'm in the park, but yeah. Merlin can't even sort the bloody website out. What are they doing now? It's not turned up yet. However, I've just noticed that all the burgers seem to come on what's they call it? A savoury donut roll. And one of them actually has like pink icing on the top. So if you want a burger, you better want, wait a minute, Carly's trying to find, there we go, the Gatekeeper's Bacon Bliss. Well, take a look at this. I mean, that is, it's got sprinkles. I can't focus. But yeah. What if you do not want one? I'm chatting again because, well, my food's still not turned up. We just noticed this is no longer called Woodcutters. This is now called the Oak and Chains Bar and Grill, which explains all the Hex theming around it. Yeah. So there you go. We're not Woodcutters anymore. Right. So my donut burger BLT thing has turned up, and Carly got the vegetable hanging thing. It took a long time. Like, I ordered that half an hour ago. It's not even that busy. So Joe's finished his food already. That's how slow they've been. So anyway, let's get tucked in. Right, so last night when we were in Roller Coaster Restaurant, we were very complimentary of the food and said, oh my god, Aramark have sorted their shit out. Not in there, they haven't. That was horrible. The burger is sweet and yuck. It was cold, the chips were cold, it took forever to get served. That was horrific. And those new tablet things, really bad. So I'm going to show you the sign in a second, but yeah. They've just ruined Woodcutters big time. It is not good. So I'll not be there in a hurry. And disappointing. Okay, so we're heading back over Forbidden Valley-esque way. We were keeping an eye on the app whilst we were having like dinner there, and everything was going up and down like a yo-yo, both in terms of closed and then ride times. It's currently saying Toxcater's 30 minutes, which is the shortest queue, which I'm sort of surprised by. So if it is 30 minutes, we're going to go and do it. But equally, if we go past something like Curse and it's quiet, then we'll just get that over and done with, because it does feel like reliability is not the best today. So anyway, we're heading in that direction, and you'll probably see me on a ride in a minute.
Please remain seated.
I've got a fake Aussie with me. This guy's not open till April, as I think I said earlier. You can see though, they've obviously done some work, right? There's some new gangways there, new evacuation platforms, so clearly they're doing some work to it. I don't mind things being closed, it's just there was quite a lot closed. So to be fair, I wasn't half the park. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't really in the mood for getting soaked today anyway, so but hopefully it'll be up in, well, it says April, so that's what, a couple of weeks away, potentially, unless it's the end of April. So we'll see. As Joe was just saying in his video, lots of walking, because, well, the other thing that's not here yet is the sky ride. So,
Doesn't make a difference, does it?
Jesus. Right, it says 15 minutes. Hopefully that's about right. It's 15:15. And I've heard that the trommel's working, which wasn't for bits of last season. So, let's see, Emily, and the music's really loud in the queue. I'm glad they've still got the smoke. I genuinely thought that was going to be a temporary thing at the start. It's still here. But they like to deafen you, so... and make you walk the long queue when there's nobody in it.
Phones and cameras is strictly forbidden area. Please watch your speakers involved.
So, that's another ride done. We've just managed to get on the Curse. That was a little bit odd. There was some weird things going on there. The trommel's working. Happy days. You know, it's always good when the trommel's back up and running. But the problem was, there was bits where there was a head that was the wrong way around. It stopped at one point. I don't know why, but then it seemed to lose its pacing after that. And it was just going like really fast through some bits and really slow through other bits. And yeah, that didn't really work. So listen, that's another ride done, and it was walk on. It said 15 minutes, it wasn't 15 minutes, we walked straight on. But I'm going to see what the deal is with Toxcater. I've not checked the app yet. If it's not too bad, I'll go and give it another shot. Actually, a little bit of a queue would be nice, because it'll allow my lunch to sell. But it's either going to be Toxcater, or if that's a massive queue, you'll see me somewhere else. So, heading down towards Toxcater, and I just noticed that they've put the what is it called? Waspirium? Whatever the venom stuff from Nemesis that is Toxcater. They've got a barrel here, look, see. So, they're adding some more theming. Yeah, always nice to see. That is definitely not the cycle we got. Okay, so we're going to go and give Toxcater a shot. That looks like a very different cycle to what we got last night, which is kind of good, because I'd like to try a different one. Yeah, we've just struggled to find the entrance to it. Basically, you have to go around by Bunker 94. So it says an hour. I don't know how long it's actually going to be, but we shall find out, shall we? Right, if you didn't see last night's video from me, this is some of the queue line. I haven't seen all the queue line because we didn't have to stand in it, basically. But yeah, there's just this Waspirium stuff everywhere. And then there's nice theming on there as well. Listen, I've said this so many times, for a lump of concrete, it's a very pretty lump of concrete. Right, it's 10:02. Let's see what time we got on this. Oh, cattle pen, here we go. Hey! Right, so I'm in the extended queue. Hold on, try to hold my phone. There we go. I'm in the extended queue. And it basically goes all the way out towards where Blade used to be. You know, the big gap that's around there. It never got filled back in again. So, curious, this said 60 minutes. We're now at... When do we get in? 10:02? I think we're about half an hour in. And we're at the turning point, so I guess we're probably halfway. We'll see. Right, that was a nice touch there. There's a little bit of audio that I hadn't noticed before, where basically they're talking about there's a power overload, and then they go, can you cut it? Another little nod back to Ripsaw. Nice little Easter egg in there. I like this, all this kind of theming, all this. You know, you're going to get infected and then get red eyes and claw hands and then grow some tentacles.
Please disembark.
Might not know the difference.
Remember to go.
Good news, we are facing the other way to what I faced last night, so that's will be both sides. Let's see what the blade pit looks like. Okay, so that was an hour and a half, not 60 minutes. But now I've done both sides, I can say I personally prefer the side facing blade because there's a lot more kind of lying backwards and doing stuff. And that's just good fun. I really enjoy that. That is a great ride. Lovely addition. Just hopefully the queues are a little bit more manageable later on in the season. Obviously it's opening day, right? What do you expect? It's going to be busy. But no, I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I've done both sides now. I can't tell if it was the same cycle. I was saying the other day, or last night, when it starts it says like initiating cycle alpha or program alpha or something, which I was curious if that was sort of tied to the different cycles so we could tell, oh, I'm on A, B, C. But I think it always says cycle alpha, even if it isn't. But anyway, hats off to Towers. Best themed concrete in the land. Somebody got mildly moist in the splash zone.
I did get mildly moist in the splash zone. I'm all wet. I don't like it.
Screaming, meaning me.
Right, this is a bit crap. So Oblivion, Rita, Spinball and 13 all down again. That's just putting the pressure on everything else. And then in the family rides we've got Gangsta Granny and Battle Galleons down. So it's 4 o'clock now and they've still not sorted out availability. So I was just joking with a few people, like last year Blackpool was the one that had a shocking opening day, and then this year Blackpool has smashed it out of the park, and it's Alton Towers' turn to have a terrible day. This is not a good opening day. I mean, listen, I'm not necessarily here for the rides because I come multiple times throughout the season and I'm here again tomorrow, but there's plenty of people who have come specifically today, probably for this guy but also for the other rides. It's not a good look when your opening day isn't that good. Right, I just missed the announcement, but that's basically technical delay. To be fair, it's made it to 4 o'clock without packing in, so that's quite impressive. But yeah, let's see how long this is down for, shall we? Right, so whilst the ride availability is shocking, Jonathan put it a little bit more strongly than me, but yes, whilst it is somewhat poor, we've decided to come in and do pizza pasta instead. Just because, you know, why not? So, 20 something, what did we pay 39 quid for two? 36 quid for two.
36 for two.
That was with the Merlin discount. So now we go and fill up and then go on a ride and throw up. So yeah. Maybe I've paid for nothing because there's hardly any pizzas and there's no salad. The other salad bars. Okay, the other salad bar. I'm going to be waiting on pizza. Right, so the good news is the other salad bar is actually open, so there is some food. And I did get a couple of pizzas, so I managed to find some stuff. And funnily enough, in the background there is thrills and food, having some food. Well, that's me full now that I've had a couple of plates of pasta and pizza. Still don't think that's worth the money. I mean, you know, it's all you can eat buffet, but let's be fair. 2 plates, 2.5 plates, and you're full. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go down to Forbidden Valley because Toxicator is down, and probably down for the day. They're having some sewage issues. Some pipes apparently have burst, and apparently, I want to go and see this, but allegedly the sewer was rerouted over Toxicator, like over the tunnel, and the pipes have burst. So I've seen pictures, it doesn't look pretty, so I don't think that's going to open today. Might not even open tomorrow, and yeah, don't think we're going to be getting to see that in Alton after dark. So I'm going to be nosy, and then I don't know what ride I'm going to get on because all the queues are massive because half the stuff is closed. So it's either closed or it's a long queue. Aye. This is giving Blackpool vibes last year. And Blackpool smashed it this year. So, go figure. Alright, on the way, this is 15 minutes, so it would be rude not to. So I'm going to go and get my second shot of seeing Emily. I think the last one wasn't very good because the timings were all over the shop. But the trommel was working, so let's see if this is a proper run through this time. Well, that was a more successful run through than we had earlier. Still don't think it was 100%, still some things that weren't working. Most... Sure. Yeah. Listen, something's running at least. I don't know what we're going on next. Let's have a look in the app. Let's see how bad it actually is right now. Alton Towers app. Queue times. Thrill rides. Galactica shut, Oblivion shut, Rita shut, 13 shut, Toxicator shut. And everything else is a massive queue. And then in the family rides, oh my god, they've got Battle Galleon shut, Bugby Go Round shut. Oh, they closed at 5 o'clock. Okay, so there's things that shut at 5. Oh, Postman Pat's shut. Damn, I was going to go and get a POV on that. I'll need to do that tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to do. The park's still open for another 3 hours. Oh, no, wait a minute. 2 hours? 2 hours. Still got another 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to get it much. This has definitely not been a successful day for the park. I kind of feel sorry for them, and I kind of don't. So, anyway. No idea what's next. If there's something I can get on, I'll see you there. Let's see how much of this we can see. I'm curious if they blocked anything off. There's pictures going around online. It's not looking good. That's not going to open today. It's probably not going to open tomorrow. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's shut for many, many days. They just can't cut a break. So let's see if and what we can see. As I said earlier, I kind of feel sorry for them. It's just not good. I believe I'm not going to get very close. As in, I don't think I can get to the hotel this way anymore. I'm going to have to go the long way back up to the main entrance, which is crap. Yeah, no pun intended. The silo, the screens. They've got a little guy cleaning the screens, like the silo. So they've obviously got this kind of downtime maintenance thing on the thing. It's good that they've anticipated this, but they're apparently evacuating everyone. So it's not good. It's not good. Right, this is an absolute disaster. So they kind of opened the gates there, and then, credit to them, they kind of slowly walk people because people were trying to push and shove and run. And then we get down here and they go, Toxicator's not open, we've just opened Galactica, and then they've just shut the shop. However, they are testing Toxicator. The communications are horrific. This is really badly played by the park. Really, really badly played. This is not good. Listen, obviously this is out with their control that this happened, but what the hell is going on here? Anyway, on a positive note, right, they're letting us back in again, so we are getting a night ride, which is good. Yeah, I think we've got to go through all the cattle pen though to get there. Right, well, I've just had another shot on Toxicator. I have to say, listen, in the dark it looks fantastic, right? I've just had an email from the park confirming what we already knew. They had a burst pipe. And to be fair to them, they've cleaned it up and they've got it back open. I genuinely thought this would be days. I did not expect it to reopen tonight. Possibly tomorrow, but probably not. But they've cleaned it up. So, not actually a ride problem, it's literally just sewage. But listen, I don't know, that felt like a different cycle to what I've done before, and that was really, really, really good. More intense, I wouldn't, still not Talican intense, but it was more intense. And listen, as I say, the lighting package is not running right now. It's fantastic. It's good that they've got a little maintenance where the wee guy comes up and cleans the screen and stuff. But yeah, I managed to get on the very first ride that came back on. So we walked straight on it, but the full extended queue's back open again. So they've not got a time on the board, but I guarantee It was over an hour, it said, when I was in the queue. And there's still tons of stuff shut. So there is an hour left in the park. I think I'm going to go and do Nemi, just because night ride Nemi, why wouldn't I? But yeah, this has not been a good opening day for them. So, right, I'm going to go get one more ride in and then call it a day. Right, that's claiming 40 minutes. But we're going down the old... No, wait. Alright, no, never mind. I thought we were going down the old queue there for a second. Oh, I can't hate this bloody bit. Right, I can't see because I've got a bright light in my face. 40 minutes, end of the day, on Nemi. I've not been on it today. Yeah. Right, I'm going to turn this off because I can't see where the hell I'm going. Woo. I will say one thing. I don't know if I can't remember if I've been at an Alton After Dark before. Forbidden Valley does look fantastic in the dark. Like, they've done that well. You probably can't see it because I'm lighting myself with a torch right now. But yeah, listen, they know how to do a lighting package. You just need to figure out how to make rides not break. I ended the day there on Nemesis in the dark. That was fantastic. Although that rattle is getting worse, I've been kind of not defensive. I've kind of given them the benefit of the doubt recently and said that the rattle's not that bad. You can hear it, but it doesn't impact it. That was bad. That was bad. And don't get me wrong, it was great because it's going flying at this time of night and stuff. But yeah, it's always good to see this place in the dark. That is one thing that they do well. The lighting package is fantastic. Listen, today has not been a good day. Today has been an absolute disaster for the park. The only thing that has been outside of their control is that burst pipe that they had Intoxicator, and I have to say, hats off to them for fixing it as quick as they did, because I actually thought it was going to be down for days. But the ride availability has been shocking. And I was on Nemesis there, and there was like tons of empty seats. I was speaking to somebody earlier, they waited 2.5 hours on Nemesis, and there was 14 empty seats on a train. Like, the operations are really bad, really bad. That is just not cool. So, very disappointing. I'm here again tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to film a vlog, but I'm going to get on everything I didn't get on today, which is a lot. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this one, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I shall see you in whatever park I'm in next. Adios.